What is this hiding in the bush? Well, it's a new bush. Let's add a custom bush to Minecraft. 121 Minecraft modding course is available down below, with over 11 hours of content covering everything from the basics all the way to block entities and custom mobs. Alright, we found us back and tell you once more, and if I said a bush too often in the intro, well, that is simply how it's going to go, because of course, in this tutorial right here, we're going to be adding a custom bush. Now, a custom bush is actually, sort of a thing that has been requested a couple of times, and you will find that it's more straightforward than you might think. So what we're going to have is we're going to have a custom block class again, and that is going to be the honeyberry bush block. In this case, there you go, the HBBB, and this will extend from the sweetberry bush, interestingly enough. We're going to hover over this, create constructor matching super, and once again, we're just going to take a look at the sweetberry bush. Now, the general things here are going to be the same. We're going to have a max age. We're going to have an age similar to what we had in the custom crop block tutorial. Now, the two things we wanted to override is the getPickStack method as well as the onUse method, because, well, we want to get a different item stack over here, but let's just take a look. So we're going to override the getPickStack method over here, where we want to return a different item, so a new item stack of mod items dot, and then we're going to see, well, we don't have any honeyberries, but we're just going to put this in, and of course this is not going to work. We're going to add the honeyberries in a second, and the same thing is actually going to go on to the onUse method. However, in this case, I'm just going to copy over the onUse method from the sweetberry bush itself, and we're going to just do this, and we're going to do this, and then instead of the sweet berries, once again, we're going to use the honeyberries, mod items honeyberries. Like I said, I'm going to add those in just a second. The rest, I'm literally just going to keep exactly the same. If you want to change any of these, well, any of this, basically, absolutely you can change this. However, I think that the general way that the sweetberry bush works is going to be great for our honeyberry bush as well. So then, in the mod blocks class, to register our custom block over here, we're simply going to have a public static final block. It's going to be the honey_berry_bush equal to the register block without block item method honey_berry_bush. And this is a new honeyberry bush block, passing in simply a copy of blocks.sweetberrybush, because, well, for basically most of it, it is going to be the exact same thing that the sweetberry bush does as well. So that's pretty much all that we have in this case. And then when it comes to the items, well, that is going to be the quote-unquote seeds of the berry bush, which is going to be just the berries themselves. So there's going to be a public static final item, honey_berries, just like we've used already, equal to the register item method, honey_berries, with a new aliased block item again, modblocks.honeyberrybush, and then a new item settings with a food component, which we're going to create in just a second as well. The reason why we're using the alias block item is, of course, so that we can use the item itself for the translation instead of the block. Right, so basically, when we have a translation over here, this would be the normal. If we had a block item, then it would use this translation, and if we use the alias, then it uses this translation. Do note that in 1.21.3, the alias block item does no longer exist. That now is handled with an item setting in that case. Regardless, though, we have this, so we can add the food over here, and this is going to be as simple as literally just, well, making this, right, honey_berry, and this is going to be, let's say, a little bit less nutritious, a little bit less modifier over here, maybe no health boost in this case. I think that is a fair assessment, and we're also going to have make this a snack, and there we freaking go. That should be pretty good, and then we can actually add this as well in the items over here. It's going to be mod food components.honeyberry, and now we have a honeyberry added. We can then circle back, just importing the mod items class over here, and now our honeyberry bush block is done. We have this, the mod blocks is done, mod items is done, mod food components is done. We go on to the item group over here. We're going to add the honeyberries here as an item. Absolutely fantastic. And then we once again move on to the first thing, which is going to be all of the data gen, of course, that we're going to need. And we're once again going to start with the loot. Now, in this case, what we're going to have with the loot is we're just going to take a look at what vanilla does, right? So what vanilla does is, let's first of all go to the blocks over here, the sweetberry bush. We can control left click on this, and we can find the usage in the loot table generator right here. And what we'll see is it's a pretty crazy thing. However, the great thing is that we can literally just copy this over. It looks a little bit crazy, but it's going to be fine. We're just going to copy this over. The IMPL right here, we can simply also take that. So if we move up, you can see this is just a registry wrapper, in theory, we should be able to literally just add this as well here in the beginning of the method here, the generate method. That should just work. And you can see now here, we of course want to change this from the berry bush to a little bit different. And also the formatting, I'm not the biggest fan of the formatting, but it is fine. Honey berry bush over here. And then obviously there you go. And then this is the honeyberry bush here as well. And then here, of course, we need to double check that this is going to be for the honeyberry bush block age. Now, in theory, those should be the same because we're extending from the sweetberry bush class. So in theory, this should work. But just to be absolutely sure, we're going to use this one. And then instead of the items sweetberry, it's going to be mod items that honeyberries that are going to drop over here. And then same thing here. And like I said, if you don't like the formatting, you can always change it up a little bit, right? I mean, this is going to be fine. Let's just do something like this. Maybe this. There you go. This one. And then maybe this one. And then, you know, maybe a little bit less of a clutter over here. But, you know, of course, also, it's fine if you just keep it. I mean, this literally doesn't change anything in terms of the way that this functions. Obviously, this is just the formatting. It doesn't matter that much. So, you know, maybe a little bit less of a cluster here, but that's going to be okay. And that's going to make the honeyberry bush drop something as well. Now, this is obviously for when you destroy it. Right-clicking functionality that is already handled in the honeyberry bush block class with the onUse method, of course. So having done this, we can move on to the models. And the models, once again, Fabric is absolutely fantastic. And that is going to be register tintable cross block state with stages. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Mod blocks dot, this is going to be the honeyberry bush. Then we're going to do a not tinted. Then we're going to make the honeyberry bush dot age here, the property, and this is going to go from 0 to 3, and that is going to generate everything we need in this case. Now, this one to me is absolutely like, this is goated because man, is this like just an awesome and easy way to once again generate all of the different JSON files that we need for this. In this case, obviously the block states and the block model JSON files. And with that, we have almost everything. Of course, now we want to go down to the client over here and also make this cutout. This is very important. Otherwise, once again, all of the pixels that are like see-through on the texture of the honeyberry bush would basically show up as completely black, which is not something that we want. So with that done, I believe we have everything. So we can move on to the assets. And of course, translation of the honeyberries over here, very straightforward. That should be nothing too crazy. And what I once again recommend is to just add the block translation over here as well. You know, it really does, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not going to take a lot of time to add it, but it can be quite useful to have it. And then when it comes to the textures, well, straightforwardly, we're going to have 4 block textures over here, which once again, I'm just going to show you, right? So we're going to start with the basic bush and it's going to grow up to the honeyberry bush right here. And then we also have a honeyberry texture. This is of course going to be an item texture. And I'm going to add this and there we go. I'm not going to show this. This is going to be a secret. We're going to see it in game for the first time. But I believe this should be everything that we're going to need for a custom bush in this case. Like I said, honestly, nothing too crazy. If you want to make the berries over here, you know, compostable, obviously you can do the same thing right here. Right, honeyberries will be a little bit of a lower chance over here, 15%. And that's literally it. So let's run the Datagen once more to generate all of the JSON files. And once those are through, well, then let's jump into the game and see if it works. All right, friends, back in Minecraft. As you can see, the honeyberries have been successfully added to the game. And if I set them down, you can see there it freaking is. And of course, we can use some bone meal to grow the bushes here as well. You can see, of course, they are growing absolutely fantastically. And yes, they will hurt me if I go in them. And if I right click, you can see I can just harvest the berries out here. That is absolutely fantastic. And of course, once again, if I go to survival mode and I actually grow them completely, I can also harvest them like that. And there we go. That is custom bushes, in this case, berry bushes added to Minecraft. Awesome. And that's going to be it for this tutorial right here. Next time in this video, we'll add custom ore generation. Hope to see you there. So, yeah.